Welcome to Tirana, Albania, where Artem Udicin leads in the super heavies in this European weightlifting championships. Down in second place, Ruslan Albagov. Turmanidze is in third. It's all still reasonably tight as we have moved into the clean and jerk. Now this is the Georgian. It's Arikli Turmanidze, who's in third place after the snatch. This is his opener in the clean and jerk, and a very good opener too. 220 kilograms overhead. He's on 192 after the snatch. Second place, Albagov 195, who just made his final attempt to stay in this competition. The big Russians, one of the favorites is Udicin, the Ukrainian though, who is leading, and he's posted a clean and jerk entry of 235, Albagov 240. And Turmanidze, as you can see, has just come in all the way down at 220. Almir Velagic, the German, coming out for 220. Well, alongside me, Colin Bryce, is Michaela Breeze. Michaela, he was a bit disappointing in the snatch, wasn't he? Yeah, 180.
That wasn't overly convincing either. The centre referee there has failed him, but he's got it. He's been given the lift 2-1. Arms overhead were a little soft. For those just tuning in weightlifting, the bar must travel to arm's length and stay there. No flexion whatsoever in the elbows. So that was his second attempt. Having missed 218 kilos, he's increased the bar to 220, buying himself a bit of time to recover, and he's got one lift on the board.
Coming out now, it's Mart Sayam of Estonia, going for 220 again. Sayam, on paper, the weakest of the A group lifters. Finished 11th in the snatch, 165. And British viewers will be pleased to hear that Darius Jokerzada of Wales managed to hit 173 in the snatch from the B group. Left him in 9th at that stage. And he had a 375 total. So he leads the B group.
Well, having had his first lift failed, now in a spot of bother. That's his second failure on 220 kilos. Only one attempt left to stay in the competition, and in some ways this could be good news for the British lifter Darius, who, as you said there, lifted well in the snatch. Which I've got to say, that 173 kilos, that was a new Commonwealth junior record. So fantastic, well done Darius, and great to see we've got some more Welsh lifters coming through.
Absolutely, yes, well said. Congratulations to him. Just a youngster, still in his teenage years, and it's great to have a British super heavy coming through. Well, the Estonians have a pretty good history in weightlifting. Right now, though, it's Mart Sayam is in a little bit of trouble. And the reason I think we're getting so many replays is it looks like he's following himself, because Albagov is going to be coming in around the 240 mark. Yuri Ortsag of the Czech Republic, who hit a 185 snatch, that was 5th after the snatch, is probably going to come in around 230. Udicin 235. We still have Peter Naj in the contest as well. Naj has done a 212, 219 on his second attempt, so he has one left. Probably to come in around the 223 mark, I'd imagine. Well, interesting. Looks like Mart has gone up, which will bring in the German Almir Velagic. So he's bought himself a little bit of time here now. Velagic will probably chuck it back at him because he hit 220. So he'll probably have to come out and do 221 now, Mart Sayam, which is, I think, is exactly what's happening. Two-2-1 it is, just as we suspected. So his first two are failures. He's bought himself another minute, which is oh so necessary in the clean and jerk. The effort involved in this really does burn through your nervous system.
There's an enormous amount of pressure on this lift. Still breathing heavily from the previous attempt. He's got the legs to stand with it. Can he drive to arm's length?
Well done, get the feet in line. And I think that'll be a good lift. If it is, then lastminute.com there, the final lift, he managed to pull it out. You know, he made his opening snatch, and that's 4 failures in a row he's had now. A 2-2-1 to take him to a total of, didn't quite grab that off the screen, but I think it's going to be into 5th position, which will be behind Minasyan of Armenia, currently leading overall in that battle. It's Irakli Turmanidze of Georgia, who's on 4:12 as his total. Here's Peter Naj, who's going for 4:13 as a total with this 2-2-3 clean and jerk. And this will make it 6 out of 6 for Naj of Hungary.
Disappointing. Just bottled it in the head. It's difficult mentally when you know you're at your limit. There's a slight bit of doubt creeps in.
So Naj is in second with 4:09, 3 kilos off Turmanidze. He needed that, and that's him out of the contest. We still have Albagov to come in, Ortzag and Udachin. So unlikely Peter Naj is going to be up near the medals. His best ever finished 7th at the European Championships last year. He did go and get 11th at the Olympic Games. Now this is the German, Almir Velagic. And it's very important to note here that Mateusz Steiner has retired. He retired in March. And this really does allow Velagic to step out and become the German #1 heavyweight, super heavyweight.
Fairly large increase in weight from 220 on his second attempt up to 229. Very strong in the clean phase. Well, just backing away from the bar slightly, managed to steady himself. He's going to be pleased with that.
Yeah, that'll give him 5 more kilograms, take him up to a 405. And give him, 409, I beg your pardon, give him second overall. So a good way to finish off his contest, having not done particularly well in the snatch by his standards.
He just sets himself there, watch his body now. Backs away slightly. Great recovery.
Yuri Ortzag of the Czech Republic, 7th in London at the Games, hit a 187.241 that day. So this 2:30 opener, we expect to be fairly comfortable. European under-23 champion from last year.
Oh, very solid. Just see the size of his legs there, the power that he's able to generate through the bar on that drive phase of the jerk. Absolutely nailed his first attempt.
Yeah, and watch again in this slow motion replay how much the bar bends as he goes down and hits into the jerk here. You get a good whip up again off the bar when it's just so heavy.
Yeah, the timing is critical on this. You've got to really rest that bar on your shoulders to be able to drive fully. And he timed that to perfection.
Ruslan Albagov is coming out, 230 kilograms, his first attempt. So we've been waiting for Albagov and Udachin. We expect Udachin to come in at 235. They are the leaders after the snatch. Albagov giving up 5 kilograms, hit just a 195.
Yeah, 195 on his third attempt after missing his first 2 snatches. Under serious pressure here, he's starting weight in the clean and jerk by 10 kilos. I only assume he's had some issues in the warm-up, but that clean looked good. Well, and so did that jerk. Maybe just wanted to bring it down, get a safe one in, and not have a repeat of what happened in the snatch.
Well, he is the reigning European champion. He won it last year with a 191.238. And at the Olympic Games, he hit a 208.240. I mean, you can pretty much stick on what you want on the bar and the jerk, and he puts it overhead. That's the kind of reputation he has. He tends to pull it back in the clean and jerk. But right now, it's Udicin who's going to be entering the contest with a higher weight. Turmanidze, 230, 10 kilos up on his first effort.
You can see as he stood up there, I think he lost his little finger on the right hand. Tried to adjust it off his shoulders to get his hand back on the bar. Well, that's frustrating.
He remains in third on a total of 412. He has one more attempt.
Let's just watch the slow-mo replay. Watch his left hand, his right hand. There, little finger came off the bar. Tried to get it back on, missed it on the adjustment. Got it there, wasted too much energy.
You don't want to hang around with 230 on your shoulders for too long, do you? Well, there is Artem Udicin of Ukraine. Been around the weightlifting scene a very long time now. Came second in the World Championships in 2009. He won the Junior World Championships back in 1999, back in America. Yuri Orsag leads 230, same as Albagov, but he is 20 kilograms lighter in body weight. Valagic is down in third, the German, with 229. You can see right at the bottom there, Udicin, the only man still to come in. Hakabayan, I'm afraid, has bombed out of this competition. He was one of the athletes expected to be certainly inside the top 6, maybe not medals, but the Armenian failed to get anything.
You know, it's really good to see Darius do so well from the B group. I'm really confident we're going to see him in the A group next year. A lifter really improving through the junior ranks for Britain.
Coming out now, it's Turmanidze of Georgia. Attempting once again 230.
He's lost his little fingers. What is going on there? How frustrating. He really has got tremendous leg strength. His first attempt, he rocketed out of that clean. It's more of an issue of flexibility in the shoulders and elbows and being able to get your hands on the bar. And you know what? That's quite often put down to too much in terms of muscle bulk in the upper body. Not always helpful for weightlifters. You need the muscles in the lower body.
Here he comes, Artem Udicin. Is he on his way to the European title? Certainly looked very impressive in the snatch. He won that with 200 kilograms. Now his opener here, 231. I think he's suggesting the collar there isn't on perfectly, perhaps. But it was a good lift, 3 white lights, and opens his account in the clean and jerk. And when you add that to his very impressive efforts in the snatch at 200, the only man to hit 200, takes him up to 431. He's in the first in the overall combined score. Albagov on 425, so Albagov needs 6 more kilograms. Very capable of that, of course. Albagov has only hit a 230 opener. He's worth 240 plus on his day. Here he comes, the big Russian super heavy.
236.
He's big in every way. Over 6'4", around about 193, 194 tall. A giant man. The bar's almost not wide enough for him in the snatch. Could probably do with another 3 or 4 inches wider to really spread his arms out. Phenomenal leg strength, though. 2:36 it is. So this is what he needs to equal Udachin. And by body weight, he'll be in the lead.
Oh, superb overhead. That puts him into the lead, into gold medal position overall by virtue of lighter body weight. He's just thrown this boat back open, I guess, to Orsag and Udachin to see if they can respond.
Bronze medalist at the London Olympics, Albagov, pulled out a 2:40 there. He was really up against it, fighting with Salimi and Ushervani of Iran. If you remember that contest, in the end it was Salimi who took the title. Yuri Ortsag, 2:37. Well, at his very best, he's a 2:41 man. He did that at the Olympic Games. So he is an incredibly good jerker. Hit 185 in the snatch, which just leaves him a good way behind Ruslan and Udachin.
Well, this will put him into the gold medal position on the clean and jerk, but not into a medal position overall. Very quick getting under the bar. Very solid jerk again. Timed that on really well. The dip and the drive just caught the whip nicely. He's in gold medal position on the clean and jerk. Question is, can he close the gap now with one attempt left on the overall medals?
Hey, watch the way he jerks here. He really does get an incredible whip on the bar.
Very short dip, and that's why he's able to get such a great whip. But the dip doesn't need to be big at all. It's the drive up through that dip position. Just watch how low he goes. Not very low at all. It should be short and sharp, just like he executed there. Great lifting. So the coach is saying to Udachin, I think you're next. He doesn't need to do anything crazy here, just try and equal maybe 1 kilo more than what's just been done, put himself back into gold medal position on the jerk, and then really it's open to the rest of the field to try and catch him and make up the deficit that he's leading by on the snatch.
He'd love to get that European title. 2:45, he's done at his best, and that was only a year ago. He might be 33, but he did that at the Olympics. This is 2:42 for his second attempt, and this will put him into the gold for the clean and jerk and the total. He's already got the snatch. Ooh, little wobble there.
Well, let's wait and see what the referees think. 2-1, he's got it. Very soft in the arms overhead. Needs to be very careful, but a good lift is a good lift.
Yeah, he didn't quite lock that out how he wanted to. And was there any flexion here in the elbows? Watch at the top of the jerk as he drives it overhead. Yeah, the right arm more than the left, which is probably why, well, the right-hand judges were looking at the screen now. Often sees over to that, his right arm, as it were, which is why it said 2-1. Now, this will be interesting. Yuri Ortsag going for 3 out of 3, a 2:43 in the clean and jerk. Put him into the gold medal position for the clean and jerk. It would up his total as well to 430, which will put him, I'm afraid, still in 4th on my calculations. Kilo behind Albagov. Well, it's all academic anyway. That's a real shame.
Yeah, going to be disappointed with that. I mean, we watched the slow-mo replay as the bar came past his knees. It almost slowed down before he really extended up That's going to take all the speed off the bar. Just there's hesitation on his thighs before he went for it. That's very difficult to try and get a dead weight moving again.
Well, Ortzag is he's third overall in the total, second in the clean and jerk. And we just have Albagov and Udichin to lift. So he's going to get a total bronze medal. That's the good news for the Czech athlete. Now Albagov going for it here.
Well, 242 kilos, absolutely superb. Look at that smile. At last we see a smile from him.
247. Missed the 2.5 off the side there as we looked at it. We were both writing it down what we thought we saw. 247, I'm afraid. it's even better. It's great news for the Russians. And talk about a roll of the dice there. To go from 236 to 247 is a massive increase by the Russian. And it's put him up onto a total of 442 by body weight. He's now in the lead ahead of Udichin. One lift left in the whole competition here, and the reigning champion Albagov right now is in the lead. Udichin must reply here. He has to go, he has to nail this. Whatever way he chooses, he has to hit it to get the European title. 247 it is.
Well, he could have gone for 248 to get the gold on the jerk and the total. He's not being silly. He's going for 247. The overall title. He's not fussed about the gold medal on the jerk. Tremendous effort there on the clean.
Oh, he's failed, and that means Ruslan Albagov is the European champion in the super heavies once again. 247 kilograms, an opener of 230, 236 is his second. Udichin could not match that 247. And he goes away disappointed once again from the European Championships. There you go. And he's probably a little bit surprised there. It didn't look like it was going Albagov's way, and having to go all the way up 11 kilos of increase, that's massive. So second place, the silver medal, is Udichin overall, and third place will go to Jiří Ortzag of the Czech Republic. The clean and jerk medals, Albagov the gold. Udichin here, we're watching again, his second attempt, 242, gets him the silver. And Ortzag, his 237, gets the bronze.
You know what? All three medalists there, overall on the total, all sat with a 442 kilo total. The only thing separating them is body weight.
Darius Jokozada there for British fans down the bottom, finishing in 9th. Albagov at the top, getting the clean and jerk gold. Well done to him. We'll have a look at a second here at the confirmation of the overall total. What a week it's been for Russia. Just success after success. They're so far ahead of any other nation. I think that gives them another 2 golds up to 19 now. Albagov, 442 his total, same as Udichin, but look at the body weights, 169 to 155. Jiří Ortzag gets the bronze. Down in 4th place is Turmanidze on 412, misses out on getting on the podium. Wow, what an afternoon of lifting. Superb.